We can hear you. Oh, we on? Oh.
How's it going?
I think we lost some people after the I can hear you episode here with a microphone.
No, I don't think so. I think we're okay
And
on the
Mike here.
levels.
And I hope we're okay.
Mhm. Uh, you may or may not notice, I I have a dead pixel. Can you see it? It's right.
Oh, yeah, right there. So that's you,
right-
that's not me. That's
That's
reassuring.
not you. That's me. I have a dead pixel because when I looked on my, hang on, I'm gonna turn myself up just a little bit here. When I had my when I was checking focus, because I go manual, I don't have autofocus on my camera.
Yeah.
When I did that, I noticed, I also I have peaking on my camera, so whatever's in focus like has, there's like there's like red on it,
Got it.
and that was in focus. Like the dead pixel was in focus.
Yeah, you're just a little out of focus on my end.
I'm a little out of focus.
Yeah, on my end, but that could be just about anything.
On my end, I look fine.
It could be just the rendering through everything. I don't, let's just,
Maybe.
we're moving on.
So, not as many viewers as last time, but what are you gonna do?
It's okay.
It's fine. I did want to run something. Well, I wanted to see if I had, because I have I have talked about Bigfoot on here before. Excuse me.
Yeah.
And I did.
Guess it was a big topic because we're doing it again.
We're doing it again. I could have swore I saved some of that stuff that I had from it, but I guess I didn't. Oh wait, I do. Never mind. Let me. I'm. You know what? I'm just gonna play it. Actually, here. I'm just gonna drag it over to my desktop just so I have it. So I do have audio that we can listen to that you may or may not remember, because I did play it, but I have it on my hard drive.
Yeah.
That dead pixel's driving me nuts. Whatever.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We're gonna get through this.
Yeah, I guess we can. I can't see like the. I got myself a little something from Downtown Disney on Wednesday. I got a commuter mug, and this is a special one. This has nothing to do with any. I mean, I guess some people would consider Star Wars to be weird stuff.
Well, it's definitely weird stuff.
But this is an Imperial mug. So in A New Hope, there's the scene that the same scene with when Darth Vader chokes the Imperial officer, and he goes, I find your lack of faith disturbing. During that scene, you'll see they're sitting at a big round table, big round table. And each of the officers looks like they have coffee mugs on their desk, on the table, and that's what this is. And I finally got it because I had 30% off. Yes, I remember seeing them there when Galaxy's Edge opened. But
I find your lack of paying full price disturbing.
What are you gonna do? And I'm drinking coffee out of it right now at 9 p.m. because I have work to do after this.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So it has the Imperial emblem on it. It's probably hard to see. And
it's a little hard, but it's cool.
Yeah, and it has that Star Wars. I know it has a real name. The language, that kind of Star Warsy language that shows up in the movies, it has that on the other side too. So if you watch that scene,
do you speak that Star Warsy language?
Star Warsy language. I know it has a real name, but for the life of me, I can't remember what it was.
Star Warsy language, I think, works for everybody.
Yeah, Star Warsy language. Well, it's like how few people are calling Baby Yoda by his real name. There's a handful of people I think that are referring to him as Grogu. Spoilers. Everyone still calls him Baby Yoda. And like Star Wars, everyone's calling Galaxy's Edge Star Wars Land still. No one's really calling it Galaxy's Edge.
I guess it kind of depends on your mood on what you want to call it. Yeah, let's go over to Star Wars Edge Galaxy.
It's Star Wars. The full name is Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. But
I like Star Wars Land. You want to because of Disneyland.
Well, because
you want to land it.
Yeah, you want to land it.
So
yeah. So I don't know who's. I mean, I know. I know I have a my personal assistant does monitor the streams, so I know she's in here, but it says there's four. I believe we do have, aside from her, we have. Are you watching? Oh yeah, you are because you
gotta watch the chat. Yeah,
because you have to keep an eye on the chat.
Yeah, I don't know any other way of doing it, so I am a participant. Along with being.
I know. I mean, some of them are bots, from what I understand. Potential, as that's the way they appear to be. So, as mentioned in our previous stream, I would like to welcome our future robo overlords.
It's about time we acknowledge them.
Yeah. So, tonight we are covering a subject that I thought a while back was merely going to be a footnote. And that was stupid of me to think that. Because I have covered him on here before during just a general cryptid episode. But ended up being discussed for like the majority of the episode, and I thought it was just going to be covered for like a grand total of 15 minutes, and it ended up being an hour and a half.
I think that when it comes to Bigfoot, I mean, it's kind of like a wholesome creature. I mean, you don't hear a lot of stories of this thing ripping the limbs off of people.
No,
I mean, it might happen. I don't know. I never encountered an ape-like creature.
You've never had a Bigfoot sighting before?
No.
Okay, well.
Never had a Bigfoot sighting.
Okay.
Sighted a lot of things big, but not a Bigfoot sighting.
Well, then.
I think it's a wholesome creature, you know, from it stealing, you know, apple pies out of windows and people leaving treats out for it. No, you haven't heard about that?
Wait. The apple pies.
Yeah,
that was a thing.
I was watching a show, and you know, it was in the middle of nowhere. Somebody left a pie out, and it got snatched. So
perhaps Analog says perhaps the people who've encountered Bigfoot
true.
up close did not live to tell their tale.
That's absolutely true.
I mean, it's
possible. There's a lot of people who go
possible.
missing in the forest throughout the world.
Yeah.
So we don't know if its favorite treat is the human femur.
I mean, maybe also Imperial Mug is the name of my punk band.
It's a good,
okay.
It's a good band.
That's
a good band.
That's very different than the idea for a name I had for a punk band when I was in high school. Didn't end up happening, but I had an idea for a punk band back then.
What was the name of that punk band?
Hermaphrodite Prostitutes.
It's a good one. It's definitely catchy. It's going to get all the ladies or other.
This one lady would make Bigfoot a cake with raisins. I'm gonna have to look this up.
Oh.
You know, here, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna Google.
So it liked
Bigfoot
raisins.
Pie. I'm putting in Bigfoot pie. By the way.
You know, I think the best, like, when I think of Bigfoot, is, of course, you know, I grew up with Harry and the Hendersons. That's one hell of a Bigfoot.
I don't remember that movie. Actually, that's not true. I remember one scene from that entire movie. And I don't remember when in the movie it is. At one point, I guess Harry is the name of the Bigfoot character. He eats the family's daughter's crochet for her prom or something. I think he eats. Is that what they're called? Crochet, like the flower thing you get when you go to prom. He eats corsage.
Crochet. It's a crochet.
Crochet.
Mm-hmm.
I said crochet. My personal assistant here just informed me that it's a corsage, not a crochet.
It's okay.
Hey, you know what? I was close. A French sounding word that's vague. It's not really vague. I'm just an idiot. But I remember that scene where he eats it and she's pissed. That's it. I remember nothing else.
I don't really remember that movie too much, but I think they hit it with the car and then they put it on top, I think, and then they...
Because that's what you do when you find something like that.
Yeah, you hit it, you put it on top, and you take it home. That's just...
You take it home and you just... I don't remember what happens. I leave it in the garage. Why are we talking about this? I guess I guess it is relevant.
If you just
corsage.
Kind of Google or just look up...
Wait a minute.
Whoa.
Dog said corsage. No.
Oh, yeah. I think it is a corsage, right? No, the corsage... what's the one that you wear?
This now. You know what? We were all... I wasn't close. My personal assistant was close. And corsage. Thank you. That dead pixel, it looks like I have a white teardrop tattoo on my face. Could have just been a bear who stole it. Also, Analog said, "How did she know Bigfoot liked raisins?"
Yeah, how do we know it was a Bigfoot too?
It was course. Okay, yes. And how did and how did she know Bigfoot was? I was gonna say the reason for the season was the reason. What was it? Raisin pie, a cake, raisin cake was. That could have been just a local hillbilly or something, just taking Maud's Bigfoot raisin cake.
Would you like to see that outside your window? A Sasquatch with a corsage on. Heading on to the prom?
No. He ate it. He didn't put it on. He ate it.
Oh, he ate the pie with the raisins, not the corsage.
No, he ate the corsage in the movie.
Oh, got it. Okay.
Harry and the Hendersons. That's the only scene I remember. I think she saw him steal it. Hey, get back here with my pie, Bigfoot, big man, hairy man hair. And then she just made them. She's like, oh, I guess he likes raisins.
What if he doesn't like raisins? It's like, I'm hungry and I'm taking the raisins out. And he's like tossing them to the squirrels.
I mean, it's possible. I mean, apparently...
I don't know why she keeps on putting these in here, because I don't like raisins. I can eat a grape.
Yeah.
Can't do a raisin.
Hey, I have known of people who didn't like raisins.
I guess it's time. Does Bigfoot, let's search it, like raisins?
Does Bigfoot like raisins? Let's look this up, people.
Sasquatch favorite foods revealed by finding Bigfoot.
All right, let's find out. What is it?
It kind of gives the way to Bigfoot's heart may be through its stomach, according to one of the stars of the Animal Planet series, Finding Bigfoot.
Okay. I used to watch that, by the way.
You know, and all these cryptid shows, whether it's Netflix, online, there's this big build up to absolutely nothing. We found a rock where he sat.
we found a rock.
We think Bigfoot sat on this rock here.
I remember they had a couple of, several, like, theories. Essentially, like one of the things that they do for communication, like they actually have a potential language, which I have audio of, alleged audio of, like this kind of mumbling language, which we will listen to. But one of the other things they apparently do is they'll break off like a tree branch, and they'll smack it really hard against a tree, making this like click click sound.
Yeah, so it basically sounds like a tree trunk hitting another tree trunk, which is the scariest sound you'll ever hear in the middle of the woods.
Yeah.
Because it sounds bigger than a branch.
Yeah, it's clunk. It's a super loud, echoey thing in the middle of nowhere, and you hear like them talking, apparently.
So I guess so sweets, meats, especially bacon. Since the early 1900s, there's been reports from people saying, I was cooking bacon and Bigfoot came in and licked the pan clean when I set it down later.
They saw Bigfoot just walk in?
Just cooking and put it down, and you just...
Well, not a falling tree. Not a falling tree. The sound of a tree literally being struck.
Another tree smacking another tree.
Over,
just imagine.
Not just not just one thump.
Yeah.
Like
just imagine a Bass Lake type tree hitting another Bass Lake type tree.
Yeah, like pretty much like a giant baseball bat hitting a tree. Pretty much. Over, clunk, clunk, like just over and over again. I've never witnessed a tree falling in real life, but I have seen plenty of videos with some good audio. So I feel like it's and we'll listen to it. And put an animal bat in the tree, and I do know.
Censoring
And I
is
do-
off? Are we not censoring?
Hey, the censoring is off. Nice. Censoring. So, you're talking about me. No, hang on. Oh, those. Oh, the sound of two trees fucking. I don't remember I don't remember the censor edit it was on.
It's basically like two trees going at it.
Two trees fighting, like Mexican fighting trees. Just think Mexican fighting trees. That
Just
sounds
think
like
of
a real
Treebeard
thing.
from Lord of the Rings just bopping another tree ant. Just
Yeah. We're going with as many tree hitting analogies as we can.
we're trying to get it through to the crowd that it's a very large sound, very deep, large sound. So
Something
moving
you
on
wouldn't
to
normally hear.
yeah. So I guess the creature usually settles on raw meats like deer or fruits, berries,
Yeah.
but definitely have a craving for some good home cooked meal.
Did you
For a
just
good
read
home.
that word for word?
Yeah, I did kind of. Yeah.
Analog Studio. I need a few more analogies before I can understand this. Can you do a car analogy? No, because a car slamming into a tree, I don't think is the sound we're looking for.
I don't. I don't know if I've ever heard that sound, and I don't think I want to hear that sound.
No, but just considering all the elements at play of a car slamming into a tree, I don't think that's a good representation of the kind of sound we're trying to describe. I guess you could say, what if a car transformed into like a sentient being and ripped a tree out of its roots and hit another tree with it? Essentially,
mean,
if a transformer existed,
Basically,
yeah. So how's that? Does that
it's basically if Optimus Prime just went ape s on a tree.
but using another tree?
We're using another tree, yeah.
Yeah.
Weapon of choice,
Yeah.
birch.
Yes. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to try to find that sound.
Yeah, let's play that. Also, Survivor Man did a series also. It's pretty interesting on Bigfoot, and he captured some sounds, I believe, that were pretty interesting.
Yeah.
All I know is that we listen through our headphones, and we listen to this noise in the comfort of our homes or whatever establishment that our audience might be in. But if you heard some of this stuff out in the middle of nowhere, it would
You're
just
you're
say
gonna
that. This is say if you were backed up, you wouldn't be backed up anymore.
yeah. Yeah, I think that's accurate. I mean, so so I'm used to. Oh, I found the video I was looking for.
Oh, cool.
Here, I'm going to open it, but oh, here. Sorry, that was, I didn't want it to play, but I have it queued up. Well, going with that, like hearing like a scary sound in the middle of the woods, you don't know what it is terrifying because, like where I live, I usually have some kind of white noise going, like a fan or something. But for the times whenever I don't have a fan going and it's just silence, if I hear a noise that I'm not used to hearing, I freak out. Like,
Oh, absolutely.
yeah. So just imagine you're in the middle of nowhere and you hear these weird sounds that no matter who you are, you're like, I don't think that's the sound I'm supposed to be hearing.
We're gonna play this.
No. We're just gonna sit here and not play anything. Actually, I want us. We should just sit here for the next hour and a half and try not to say a single word, and just look at each other. We're just gonna stare at each other.
That would be one hell of a show.
So I will play the audio in a minute, but this was a few years ago, I think. There was a guy that was streaming him sitting in his couch playing just old console games, and he didn't have that many viewers. Like it was maybe around like the number we have, and he passed out on the couch for like 2.5 hours. It's just him just like snoring for 2.5 hours live on Twitch, and for whatever reason it gained traction, and he woke up and he looks and there's like 5,000 people watching him just snoring. He's like, what the fuck?
I like how that has a lot more followers than the Bigfoot.
Yeah. Yeah, right.
Can't top that.
No,
You're
no,
never going to be able to top that.
It doesn't matter what you're doing. I don't think you'd be able to top just this guy just snoring. That was it. And like you could hear like in the background like the pause music from whatever game he was playing. So that was it. He woke up. He was like, "What's happening?" I felt that was worth mentioning. Okay. So we have a couple of audio clips. We have two. So one of them is, and I do remember this one. It's just audio, so I'm not going to bother with the
visuals.
Yeah, with the visuals. It's just like
Good call.
it's a YouTube video, but it's just a picture. It's just some illustration. But it does have a name to it. Let me see. So it's called the Sasquatch Sierra Sounds. And all there is just I'll read the description before we proceed. It's very short. In the early 1970s, Al Berry and his longtime friend Ron Moorhead went into the woods of the Sierra Nevada mountains in eastern California and collected a series of Bigfoot vocalizations called the Sierra Sounds. We have some folks in here now. Okay. We ready?
Sounds good.
I was literally gonna hit play. Okay, here we go.
Got it.
The Sierra Sounds.
Rain for night view.
That's the wood knocking sound, I think. That's apparently Sasquatch. That sound we're hearing.
Are you trying to talk to this?
I think the guys recording it try to reply. It is kind of funny sounding, them trying to imitate it.
Sounds like the internet calling.
Sounds like you. Just gonna be honest.
It's not me, brother. I'd be out of there. I'm not responding. You know what responding does? That makes you a target to where you're going to be.
Yeah.
If anything else, I'd start singing.
That's right, Joe. We know where we can look for tracks of owner for sure. I heard them cross the creek.
Is that it or one of the guys?
That's it. Yeah.
I'm waiting for hey, what's your name? What?
Yeah. It sounds like they're getting responses.
Yeah, definitely a hay blowing.
There's two of them across the creek at the big rocks.
It's the ghost. Okay, that one was kind of scary. That sound.
Yeah.
It sounds like he talks to us and they talk to each other.
Yeah.
It sounds like they have vocal cords. Like how we do. There's tone.
Did it just say I don't give a fuck? That's what I heard. I don't give a fuck.
Here,
I don't give a fuck. Yeah, that's them saying I don't give a fuck.
I'm not hearing that.
Uncle Fuck? What does it say?
Uncle Fuck.
Uncle Buck.
Uncle
Fuck,
Buck.
Uncle Buck.
He loves John Candy.
John Candy fan. Great outdoors. It's in the rafters. It's refueling.
Okay, that's it. A
That's
whopping
it.
4 minutes. Yeah.
A whopping 4 minutes. I guess these guys have done this before. I'm taking it.
Yeah, they don't sound scared at all.
Yeah, which is weird to me. Absolutely mind-boggling that they're not scared out of their wits.
Because I'd be terrified hearing that.
Oh hell yeah!
Because it sounds like they have actual vocal cords, like we do, almost.
I mean, it looks semi-human. I mean, from what?
Yeah, it's a humanoid. It stands up. It's really it stands up on its.
Yeah.
It's not like they don't really slouch over. Apparently. I do have other audio, but it's way shorter.
I like this. Just kind of looking up certain things online, like Bigfoot in Orange County. Came across
Orange County.
Yeah, just kind of curious. So this article says Crestline woman claims she saw Bigfoot, sues California. Bravo.
Yep, that's Orange County, California for you.
Well, Crestline's up there in Riverside County. A Crestline woman said she spotted a Sasquatch in San Bernardino Mountains and filed a lawsuit to prove it.
God. Okay, well that is
I'm gonna sue you.
That is a Californian thing to do.
That's a California love thing to do.
The old dog here. What if it's just a bunch of drunk hunters out in the woods at the same time, and they all had the same? It's possible. Like, it's just like two just like they're just fucking with each other, and neither party has any idea. When all one of them had to say was, "Hey, what's that sound? Anyone out there?" Then the problem would have been solved right away. I mean, maybe, unless like one of them, the ones out there, if they're just drunkards, fucking with someone out there, and
all you had to do was, "Hey, what's your name?"
Hey, what's your name?
We've all seen that. Tony.
Yeah.
Fuck you, Tony.
Fuck you, Tony. Yeah. Let's see. Hey, is there a Bigfoot? Let's answer. So, they're all just thinking they are talking to big feet, but it's really just a bunch of rando drunk hunters. I mean, it's possible.
Who knows? It could be. But if that's
Yeah,
Bigfoot, holy crap.
Yeah. I mean, do you want to play the other audio? I mean, it's
of course.
it's way shorter, but this one sounds like the quality sounds. It almost sounds like they stuck a mic at Sasquatch and recorded it. Like it's really clear. It doesn't sound like this one where it sounds like they're at a distance. They're all like Dory from Finding Nemo when she's trying to speak whale. Yeah, it could be something like that. Okay. Let me turn down our creepy music.
We have creepy music?
We have creepy music. Well, you can't hear it because you're not listening to the stream. Only myself and the people watching the stream can hear it.
Got it.
It's ambient sounds, pretty much.
Got it. Okay.
Because
So it's not going to interfere with the...
No. I'm not
Bigfoot.
playing. I mean, I thought you meant it's not going to interfere with Twitch's copyright laws. Because our first stream, when we didn't announce it,
Yeah.
I played something Trent Reznor-y, and that part of the stream was muted. Just for rewatching it, it'll be muted. So.
Got it.
But it didn't do that when I use the music from Myst, from the game Myst. Sometimes I'll use that, and it's fine. It never gets copyrighted. But this is just ambient stuff. It's not anything that was actually that you would be considered copyrighted.
Okay, good.
Okay, so here we go. If this is the right one. Okay. So
No.
no.
I'm not going in those woods.
I was gonna say, like, what are you saying no to? Yeah, it does sound similar though. It does sound similar to the Sierra one, does it not?
It sounds like a chipmunk going ape shit.
You mean an ape going ape shit?
Or Bigfoot going Bigfoot?
going big shit?
Sorry.
Foot shit? What would that be? Here, I'll play it again.
Wait, Bigfoot's manic.
One more time. Thoughts, opinions on this alleged? I mean, it does sound. It pretty much sounds the same as the Sierra sounds.
A little strange.
But like I said, it's much clearer.
Yeah, it's like somebody flipping through a bunch of Bugs Bunny cartoons.
Yeah. It sounds like Bigfoot has a 1950s mid Atlantic accent. Yeah, a little bit.
Sounds like a bunch of Three Stooges out in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah,
Like,
certainly.
I don't think I want to tango with anything that's making a noise like that in the middle of nowhere.
No, 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 no. Thank you.
'Cause that just sounds bat-esque crazy.
Did you just
Vocal
censor-
cords or no vocal cords.
Well, yeah, it does sound bat shit crazy, to say the least.
Or Bigfoot crazy.
I guess you're right. Bigfoot crazy. I don't know. So going with what it sounds like they could have some kind of, is it me or does Blaiir sound reverb? Do you have, say something.
Something.
You're reverby. It's your room.
Sorry.
Fix your room right now. I mean, there's some reverb, but you know, it's what
I got a guy. He's coming over. He's gonna.
you got a guy coming over.
Yeah, I got a guy. I got a guy.
This kind of guy. Now
I got a
you're
guy.
so I know that. Okay, so we can watch that famous
1967 one, the original one, or
yes, because people throughout the years have used like recent new technology to clean it up and even stabilize it.
good. I like new technology.
Me too.
How's the output now? I don't want to bust anybody's eardrums.
You're fine right now as long as you don't yell.
Okay. I
Or
won't
if
go
you yell,
Bigfoot on you.
just yell away from the
From the
mic.
mic. Got it. Good call.
Let me try to find this this footage. It sounds processed because Blaiir isn't human. That's why. Here's the thing. I looked it up and I can't. Bigfoot footage. HD.
Yeah, I think I had the wrong setting. Sorry, guys. Hold on.
We'll just let Mr. Rotten here figure it out.
I think we got it. We're good. This should be a
Oh,
little better.
there you go. You do sound better.
Got it.
And now I'm feeling like I'm getting some echoey on my end, but I'm not going to do anything about it. You guys are going to have to deal with it.
Thanks.
As long as you can hear me, that's all that matters. You know, I'm trying really fucking hard here to.
I don't know what that was, but that was Bigfoot.
That was Bigfoot
That was
knocking over
Bigfoot.
something on my desk.
Big desk you got there.
It's oh, I found it. It's a decent size, I'd say. Okay, we're switching to the brown. Oh, no, that's not right. Actually, here. Oh, it looks great. Yeah, it looks great, Tom. Yeah, it's good. There's got to be a better way to do this. Yeah. Here we go. Give me a sec. Oh, it's too big. There we go. So this is the restored. I'll just leave it on loop. This is the restored.
It actually looks pretty decent.
Yeah, it was restored and stabilized and put.
But
Instead
still
of-
could be somebody inside a suit. I'm going to be honest.
No, I mean absolutely, it still totally could. Here, I'm gonna fix the video a a little bit here. What did I do? I just messed it up.
Well, I mean, it's gonna walk like a human. It's humanoid, so I mean, I don't think
Yeah.
we're ever gonna. I don't think we're ever gonna know
Truly. Yeah.
anything about this. This what have you here?
Yeah. No, I completely agree with you on that. Pardon me. I'm just messing with our layout.
You know, I couldn't find it, but have you ever seen the footage where it's kind of like through the trees and there's kind of two Bigfoots just kind of with their
There-
head? That's freaky.
There is other footage that I do need to find that there's
I mean, whether it's a hoax or not, that's pretty good. And then I think it's the skunk ape.
the
Picture
image
of
the
yeah.
image we were looking at last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think just let it. No, I just got a text from one of our viewers, saying that there might be an audio issue on your end, but I don't think it's your end. I think it's my end, but I don't know what that could be. Essentially saying that it sounds like you may have two inputs outputs going on at the same time, but it doesn't sound like that to me. So I think it's something going on with me. I do have what it very well could be is the fact that I have my studio monitors on, my speakers on. Because
and I'm coming through.
and you're coming through the mic. That's what I think it is. In which case, I'll just turn myself down just a little bit, just a tad, and I'll just get my fucking face closer to the mic. I have my speakers on from my lovely personal assistant here. So she can monitor things on my end because I'm terrible and I can't do things on my own. Okay, so is that coming in big enough for our viewers? I know, it's kind of like a cropped version of the video. Can you see it well enough, Blair?
I mean, I can see it, but I'm zooming, but it looks okay on the Twitch end. But I mean, I'm on a monitor, so if somebody's on a phone or a tablet or something,
You're fucked.
sorry, you're just not going to get the whole Bigfoot experience
I mean,
this round on that.
I
We're
could
fine.
find a way to full screen.
I think we're good. I think everybody understands that it's a fake video.
Oh, and you can zoom in on the phone too. By the way, if you do happen to be watching this on a cell phone, you could zoom in on it. Upscale to 4K. I mean, it does honestly look like it could very well be just a man in a suit. I do know that the first quote unquote evidence it's still what. I do know that like the whole Bigfoot thing started up when someone said they found giant like tracks of big feet in the snow. But that was, from what I recall, that was later proven to be a hoax, because essentially the man that reported, and like he took photos of it and everything, the man that took those photos of the Bigfoot tracks literally made clay molds of like giant feet and strapped them onto his shoes and walked around in the snow. And like years, like decades later, it like his nephew or his son, I think it was like a younger, maybe a nephew or a son, literally like found them and like, yeah, hey, look, I found my uncle's things. Yeah, he faked it. Like years later. So it is more or less where this whole Bigfoot mythos comes from. I'm pretty sure. Here, let me switch back to this while I search. I am pretty sure that. Oops, I didn't mean to close that. I'm pretty sure there's a picture of this man holding these
Holding
things.
the tracks or the.
Yeah.
I mean, I
holding
don't
the
think that
tracks.
would be very hard to produce.
No,
real.
no. Bigfoot. I'm just putting Bigfoot hoax revealed. But
I mean, there's there's.
Bigfoot tracks.
I mean, the evidence has gone back for. I mean, for hundreds and hundreds of years. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's Native Americans who've witnessed this, and there's legends of Bigfoot being dropped off by some sort of spacecraft or craft, and
Wait, what?
yeah, there's some Native American
weird.
folklore on that.
No. You sounded like you sounded like a robot for a sec. I think it was just Zoom messing up for a sec. Go ahead. What were you saying?
I
Well,
think
what'd you just do there? What was that?
we're okay.
Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to find a decent resolution of this picture here.
Love to speak robot. I don't know if I can though. I don't want to offend any robots in the room.
Yeah. He would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for that meddling kid. Yeah, totally. I'm still looking for. Oh, I found. Okay, just give me a sec. Oh, that's a pretty decent resolution. Okay. But let me confirm. Bigfoot crater dies, and then. I guess we're not doing that because this is a website where it's like you can only look at this website if you turn off your ad block, and I'm not doing that, so TS. But here we go. This is that that famous Bigfoot track, and the man who said that he found it. Like they took a mold of it. And then, decades later, I believe, his nephew is like, hey, look, I have the actual things that he made.
That's awesome.
Yeah, right. Isn't that great? So yeah, confirm Bigfoot's real.
I think we can. I think we could put this one to rest.
Yeah, we it's
true.
It's true. It's all true.
From the clicking, the banging of
The
trees
click
against other.
From the
We got
clicking
it.
and the
From
banging.
Harry and the Hendersons.
Yeah. Eating the
that just-
crochet or whatever it
that
was I
just-
fucking said.
I mean, they made a movie about it. It has to be.
Mhm. Yeah. If they made a movie about it, it's real. That's just how it is.
So I guess in there's a Bigfoot crossings. It's Pikes Peak Highway in Colorado. They actually put up Bigfoot exiting signs.
Hang on.
Can you hear me okay? Is everything okay?
Yeah, no, I hear you just fine. Just my personal assistant's trying to inform me of something, and I have no idea what they're trying to tell me.
Got it.
Oh, I have like a weird echo sound to me now.
But they put up these signs, Bigfoot exiting signs. It's hilarious.
Exit or crossing?
Crossing, sorry.
Not exit. Not like if you're on the highway.
Stage left.
Not like you're on the highway and like, oh shit, we can't get off this exit. This is a Bigfoot only exit. My personal assistant has informed me that she has been to Pikes Peak, and she shook hands with Sasquatch himself.
Big hands. Big feet.
I don't recall her commenting on it, the size of his or her or its hands, but she did say she is fluent in the Bigfoot language. But I have yet to hear this firsthand. But I do need to ask my personal assistant if they speak robot. They do not. So going back to the we were talking about. I do know, as you mentioned, there is other Bigfoot footage out there.
I'd like to see this.
Yeah.
Because this is going to either confirm or deny what's going on.
Yeah. The thing
in the meantime, please put up a picture of Harry from Harry and the Hendersons.
Okay, you got it. Give me 1 sec. 1987, that's when this movie came out.
87?
Yes.
Man. That was back in the 87.
That was back in the 87. Okay, here he is.
Look at that face.
Here is Harry from Harry and the Hendersons. That's actually, I remember it being a pretty impressive.
For 87, that is very impressive.
I remember, like in the movie, like he actually his lips and everything move. Yeah.
All right,
looks good. Yeah, it looks good for 87, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna send you some. I don't know if this works, but maybe you can put this one up. It's an artist rendition of Bigfoot.
Oh, wait, you said he's where?
I sent it through BattleNet.
Oh, I
didn't know where to send it.
I didn't get a. I didn't get a notification. Oh, Harry.
Good morning, good day, and good night.
How'd you find that? Just
I have my resources. I'm part of the government.
The government. Analog Studios says though Kubrick did a pretty good job with his apes in '68. That's true. The known as Moonwatcher. We have some research coming in here from my personal assistant. Oh, this is new.
Research is good.
Research is good. This was on West Virginia.
Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, Chuck E. Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese. What?
Come for the pizza, stay for the games.
Was that their slogan? I don't remember that.
I don't know. I
thought it was where a kid can be a kid.
Oh, can they?
That sounded official. That looks like one of the characters from Chucky. Yeah, it does. So here, let me see if I can pull this up on my actual. Here, let me switch back to this real quick. Thanks to the power of technology, I should be able to open this up on my computer. Here we go.
It's the internet calling again.
What does that mean? What's that mean? The internet calling?
I think it's from. I don't know what it's from. It's from something.
Okay. All right. Thanks. Okay. So this this was sent to me by my lovely personal assistant over here. It is from January 30th of 2019. So
Pretty recently.
yeah, in the grand scheme of things, it's pretty new. And this is a website called the West Virginia Explorer. Now I get a thing. What'd you say? You're just like sending me shit now. I don't think that's real.
That's not real.
I don't think that's real. Oh, and there's even like isn't this? I thought this was, yeah. I could have sworn that looked familiar. Huh? Why is he? Oh, that's what you sent me, was a picture of Bigfoot, the Bigfoot mascot from the Jack's Links.
Yeah. Yeah, they
beef
took over the
jerky.
whole Bigfoot thing, which
Beef
is
jerky
amazing.
thing. I will leave that tab open. You know what? Here, I'm just gonna switch over real quick so we can get
Yeah, it's been a while since I've had beef jerky.
Not for me. I had beef jerky kind of recently. Okay, so there's the Bigfoot you sent me. What? Wait, the one I showed. I don't like the video. I don't understand. So I'm sorry. I'm just like a billion levels confused right now.
No, it's okay. You were going to show us something from.
Yes, I was gonna show you. Okay, I don't think we need this tab open anymore.
Did I just
Or-
see Gandalf from Lord of the Rings?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's too late. I already closed the thing.
Got it.
But okay, I can, this is distracting. Where was the thing? I fucked it up. Hang on, I'm switching back to this. I closed the goddamn thing. The article I just had opened that was sent to me. Okay, let me reopen this because I was going to read it. There's also an image too. Bigfoot, West Virginia. Okay, this here. I'm gonna see if I can open the image separately. I can. Great. I'll read some of the article first before I show the image. Hey, what the hell? Where'd the rest of the? Wasn't there like a whole article? Yeah, that's
Sounds
what I
like a
thought.
great article.
Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm sorry. I opened it weird. Oh, and this website has like the scroll thing. Okay, so sightings of a Bigfoot allegedly recently alleged. God,
You want me to take a stab at it?
No, just give me a second. Sightings of a Bigfoot alleged recently at Sutton Lake in central West Virginia may have a historic precedent. Some say that old news clippings that refer to a wild man and more recent stories of an ape-like creature at least imply that the region is a fertile ground for such tales. At the very center of West Virginia, the area surrounding the lake is. Okay, I'm going to give this to you.
Go on.
This. Okay, so
Is it a good article? I only read.
no,
good
it
articles.
is. It's just I'm just it just quite frankly, it's because I'm high as a kite right now.
It's okay.
That's it. And it makes reading challenging. And we can put your future voice acting techniques to task.
Hold on, I'm getting a lot of ad blocker. So recent Bigfoot sightings at Sudden Lake have a historical whatever that word is. Moving on. Sightings of Bigfoot allegedly recently at Sudden Lake in central West Virginia may have a historical precedent. Some say that older news clippings that refer to a wild man in more recent stories of an ape-like creature at least imply that the region is fertile ground for such tales. You want me to go on, or is it just a
No,
are we at the
please
end?
continue.
Oh, shoot. At the very center of West Virginia, or sorry, at the very center of West Virginia, the area surrounding the lake is constant. Hold on. Sorry, eyesight's
Okay,
messed
go
up.
ahead.
So the lake is home of the legendary Flatwoods Monster. Didn't we talk about the Flatwoods Monster last week a little bit?
I believe we did.
Also known as the Braxton County Green Monster. The legend
Green
of
Monster.
Yeah, the legend of which attracts many tourists to the region. Never heard of the Green Monster, but that's kind of interesting.
I will look that up when you're reading the rest of this exciting.
So according to
article.
Andrew Smith, executive
What's it
director
called? The
of
Green
Baxton-
Monster? What's it
Yeah,
called?
Baxton County Green Monster. So
I-
according to what?
I just put in Green Monster and just Monster energy drinks show up.
Monster energy drink. So, I guess according to the executive director of the Baxton County Convention and Visitor Bureau, rumors of the Bigfoot have been circulating in recent months and have even inspired one Bigfoot researcher to post a video of a lakeside hunt online. Well, that's interesting. They've had an uptick in reports near the lake, which contributes to the county's wealth of the monstrous encounters and part of its dark skies and deep forests. So it goes back to the Flatwoods Monster, it looks like. This is like the whole...
Huh. But what does it have to do with? Okay, so in this article, there is literally an image. There's this image right here, that of a Bigfoot caught on a trail cam.
Why do the eyes always have to glow? I
Well,
guess if you
that's-
take a picture of if you walked in front, it would be the same thing, right? I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's just like the red eye thing.
Got it.
I think that's just what that is. I don't think that's like the eyes are literally, it's like, when your cat looks at you kind of in a certain light, how their eyes just kind of have that
Got it.
that refraction. I think it's something like that. It could be night vision. Like they literally have night vision built into them, like some kind of weird cyborg.
Well, just like any other animal, usually on trail cameras, you can see
No, I mean literal night vision.
Okay.
I'm sorry. But yes, I think it's something like that. It looks like it's balding a little bit.
Yeah, Bigfoot's balding. It's a receding hairline.
Yeah, it's just
It's just an over 40-year-old
yeah,
Bigfoot.
see. Yeah, it looks like there's some there's or not balding. It is bald pretty much, like just right here. Like it has that. What is that called when men bald and it has just the hair on the sides?
I
and
don't.
the
I
back?
don't know what that's
Is
called.
that called something? I mean,
No, I don't think that's called anything. I think that's.
okay, like shoehorn. Is it? Is it called something?
Yeah, it's a shoehorn. It's called messed up. That's what it's called. It's called bad genes. This is a choice.
I'm not gonna.
This is a choice for this Bigfoot.
You think it? Do you think this is a style that he went with?
I think it might be a style.
Okay. Okay. I mean, if this Bigfoot in this photo is balding, if it is a receding hairline, all he has to do is just shave the rest of his head, and he's good.
Looks like whatever Bigfoot or whoever this is eating very well.
Yeah. Is it eating people? Is it eating? I was gonna say boysenberry pie, but that's not what
No.
was established earlier. That's just because I want a boysenberry pie. But still, the story was Bigfoot was leaving $5 bills at windows taking ladies' pies.
$5 bill. I'm gonna leave this
Yeah.
donation for the neighborhood.
Please. Well, I'm sorry. They were raisin cakes.
It's like IOU or something.
Yeah.
IOU.
Yeah. What the fuck? Oops, hit the wrong thing. Sorry about that. So here, what I'm gonna do here is I'm going to attempt to find that other, that other Bigfoot footage, because it is relevant. But I mean the problem is that pretty much it's hard. It's really hard to find, and the same thing applies for any kind of footage of something weird, like UFOs, aliens, fucking the chupacabra, whatever.
Bahua?
The chupacabra.
Never heard of it.
What?
No, I'm just kidding. Just
Oh shit! It's about to lose my shit right now. So well,
but heard of a mythical creature. But heard of that?
hey, stranger things have happened.
It's true.
So okay, so the problem with holy shit,
The problem with holy shit.
there's no way this is real. There's no way.
Let's put it up. Let's let the people judge.
Okay, so this is just like there's short clips of this footage in like just YouTube video. I muted it, but I'll unmute it just to and there's probably some annoying fucking voiceover.
It always happens. Bring it on.
Okay. All right, here we go.
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Do I?
Yeah.
That first, this one, the one we just saw, not that. That's a lady. This.
I like how it's like a perfect piece of wood. How do you want to prank this? Well, I think we need to go to Home Depot first. You okay?
Yeah, I'm alright. That's so bad. I love just the ominous music. One more time.
I like whoever it is. It's not even trying very
Yeah.
hard. Eh.
All right. One more time. We need to see Harold get in the ape costume, Harold. And just whack the tree with the stump that we bought from Home Depot.
Yeah, I wonder
Like-
what Halloween store they were at.
Yeah.
Sorry for undressing on the camera, but it's getting a little hot.
Pussy. I'm kidding. No, it's
you.
no. I'm kidding.
Okay, let's
All
see
right.
this again.
All right, here we go. One more time.
I like whatever fell off the.
Yeah.
I like
He's
how
not-
they.
Yeah.
I like in the next one they panned to Jan. Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Do I?
Yeah.
Do I? It's just like.
Wait
do
a
you believe in
minute.
Do I?
Yeah, I'm fucking talking to you, Jan.
The camera work is
Yeah.
awesome. Let's do it. Let's see Jan again. I want to see this.
All right, are we
Jan.
just watching?
Just come on. I have to. Just
Bigfoot
something.
and the BLM? Bigfoot and the Black Lives Matter? Oh wait, no.
It's Bureau of Land Management, there, Chief.
I'm sorry.
Go back
You
to
know
Jan.
what?
Let's do it.
Okay, you know what? Fuck this. Oh, 2011.
Oh, jeez. Yeah. I
the
don't believe anything, and I don't believe anything in 2011.
Bigfoot hashtag Bigfoot Lives Matter.
You darn right they do.
I'm just gonna read this, keeping that in mind. The description for the video: the BLM does not necessarily believe in the existence of Bigfoot. However, if you're looking to prove, you might try one of the outstanding BLM recreation sites spread throughout Oregon and Washington. Wow, they're really branching out, aren't they?
Well, it's a BLM.
Okay, we're just the Bureau of Land Management.
There you go.
That's what it stands for.
Yeah.
It's not BLM. It's that.
It's not the. It's not.
Well, it is
the,
BLM, but it's not that BLM. This video is only a minute 43 seconds, so we just watched the whole thing.
Let's power through. Let's get
Okay.
this done.
All right, here we go.
So you've got an audio recording? Do you believe in Bigfoot?
Do I?
Yeah.
Great interview.
I'm sure the world's a better place having Bigfoot in it.
Oh,
Hadn't
jeez.
seen him at all?
Jan, we got him. We got him on film.
Why?
All right, let's keep going on this.
Moving on. Do
I
I?
haven't seen Bigfoot. I haven't seen anything that looks like Bigfoot.
Do you think he's out there?
Well, they discovered a new primate species a couple of years ago, so who knows? We're discovering new
I'm glad she
species all
keeps
the
up on her
time.
primate species.
That said, once again, we didn't think wolverines were on Mount Adams or anywhere down here, and once we actually took the time to set up cameras, we got sightings of wolverines. Just because we haven't detected them doesn't mean they're not there, it just means we haven't detected them.
The BLM does not necessarily believe in the existence of Bigfoot. However, if you're looking for proof, you might try these BLM rec areas.
I like the fact that they got whoever's nephew to dress up in the Bigfoot costume.
you could literally see the seam right here. Just you can just see his shirt underneath. Okay, clearly this was meant to be we got. I think we got a little ahead of ourselves.
Like, hey,
Just-
we're gonna have to cover up your Nirvana shirt, man.
Like clearly, this. I mean, that doesn't make this video any less great.
Do you believe?
The perfect piece of wood.
Yeah, and it's making pretty much almost no sound. Good voice acting from their intern on that copy. Yeah, seriously. Looks like the gorilla from Trading Space from Trading Places. It's been a long time since I've seen that one. I know my face has been like drifting everywhere to be like not in front of the mic at all. Whatever. Okay, so clearly not the kind of footage we were looking for, but we were delighted to see it.
Yeah. Moving on to other big things.
Moving on to other Bigfoot things. See, so like I said, the problem. Oh, Dave Shealy's 2000 skunk ape footage. This is from the Smithsonian Magazine channel on the YouTubes. Is this just the footage? I'm just gonna kind of skim through it real quick before we start. It's wow, you never see this. Okay, so here
We
we
got
go.
something new, huh?
We got something new.
Ooh, it's about 20-something years old, huh?
Jesus, don't remind me.
A little shaky cam. This is pre-iPhone.
This is pre-iPhone. Here, I'm gonna turn this back up since there's no audio.
This looks incredibly convincing.
Yes, I am convinced, and it's very specific on the skunk ape thing. It's not like, oh, I don't know what this footage is of. Like, oh, I saw this thing out over yonder. What'd your camera do? Your video just did something weird. What the fuck did you just do?
I mean, we're okay. We're moving on.
Yeah, that's the thing about Bigfoot footage. Oh, now we're seeing something. I mean, we're not. This is really not that different than the original footage.
No.
And you couldn't have fucking put it on a rock or something. The camera, like there had
They
to
have
be-
rocks in 2020?
I think rocks did exist in 2020. No, and you mean in 2000, not to the.
Oh,
2020
sorry.
was last
2000.
I'm pretty sure. Holy shit!
Oh, there we go. There we
out,
go.
He's just out in the
Yeah.
open here.
At what
Seven-
point are you going to say something to the thing that's walking strangely
It
like a teenager
looks like
through?
it looks like he's running to his car because he forgot something in his car real quick. So I don't know how I feel about this one because the reports, he just fucking gunned it across that field. Any kind of Bigfoot like report, like just like stories, are essentially it pretty much add up to they aren't hostile toward humans.
We hope not.
That we know of. And they are very elusive. And they are smart. So smart to the point where essentially and this is crazy. I mean, this whole thing can be considered just fucking crackpotty. But this one particular thing in reports is that they don't like being filmed.
How does it know it's being filmed?
I don't know. Apparently, they're so intelligent. If they see, like, they could be really elusive. But how can something that big be all stealthy? It seems like, I'm not saying it's impossible, but it does seem like it's pretty hard to be able to do that.
I mean, it lives in an area where it has to be somewhat inclined on what's going on around it, so it could catch whatever it needs to eat. So
Yeah, and the argument against, one of the biggest arguments against, the existence of Bigfoot, is the fact that they haven't found any remains of Bigfoot, of any. Yeah, there have been people, saying, like, "Oh, I have remains. Come test them," and then they'll be like, "No, I don't want you to test them. Don't test them. Don't touch them." But in that, going along with that, people who are almost convinced or are convinced that Bigfoot is real will say they're so intelligent that they like bury their dead in a very particular way, so we can't find them. That they actually bury their dead; they don't just leave their corpse out.
even if the corpse is out, I mean, it could be decomposed by the time anybody finds it, depending on where they're at, deep in the woods. I mean,
Yeah, but no bones or anything, no fossils.
true. That's a little strange. That goes back to the
Can't tell me which I have.
extraterrestrials dropping them off and picking them back up. Kind of like a stellar daycare. Hey, go hang out on Earth. We'll pick you up in a couple of weeks.
That is a shitty daycare.
Hey, go bother the
that's the
humans.
case.
They have nothing to do.
Yeah, like they're clearly, if that's what's going on, they are not. Our future alien overlords are not following the basic rule. Is observe from a distance and leave these humans the fuck alone. Because we don't feel like wiping them out with one fell swoop right now. Just watch from a distance. I mean, I don't think that the Bigfoot, if it exists, I don't think it's of extraterrestrial origin, personally. I think it's more just, it could be just another, another species related, from our family tree, like pretty much evolutionary speaking, where we come from. Which is not from apes, by the way. That is a very big misconception that people say, "Oh, humans come from apes." No, we don't. We are cousins. We share a common ancestor. Fun fact.
I want to come from an ape.
You want to come from an ape? Well, I mean,
Why not?
people who are, are like anti-evolution will, or just like they'll say, your camera did something weird again. That was weird. I don't know what happened there. Like they'll say, okay, well, evolution is just something forming off of something else. So if we came from apes, why are there still apes? And the answer to that is we didn't. What makes you think we are not brought here by aliens? That we aren't. That is one of the theories, is that we were brought here by extraterrestrials. There is an official scientific term that has something to do with that. And let me look it up.
I think we forgot to show the skunk ape footage.
Skunk ape. No, we watched the skunk ape footage.
No.
You mean the still?
Yeah, that one's pretty. That's pretty scary.
The one that we had up last week?
I think, is that it? Sorry, I got something in my eye here.
Why is it so hard for me to find this? Okay, here we go. Oh. Holy shit, I got a better image of it. Okay, give me 1 sec. Here we go.
Oh, jeez. No, I think there's a different one than that.
This is the only skunk ape photo that I'm aware of. This is the only skunk ape photo that I'm aware of. If you've seen said photo, please feel free to find it. But this is the one I know of, and yes, I find it scary.
No, that's a good one.
Yeah. And apparently it's called a skunk ape for a reason. Like, there were people reporting it, say that it smelled really bad, like so bad that even at a distance they could smell it. Hence, skunk ape.
Well, I guess they're not that stealth, are they? If they smell real bad.
No, if you smell terrible, it's going to be hard to be stealth. Yeah. Anything else on have there, off the top of your head, have there been reports of the abominable snowman or something like that we know of?
I don't know. I think that gets like pushed to the side a little bit. Well, I mean, we don't know about it in this country too much.
We don't know about it in this country.
Well, it's not like, I don't think it's it's, isn't it more towards an area that's it has a colder climate.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find that one picture or that one video where the guy kind of pans his camera and runs into and it's like a night vision, kind of like a trail camera.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you better be on that one.
I'm trying to find this. There's plenty of footage of the abominable. You know what I'm trying to say.
We get it.
And it's just like a YouTube video that shows a bunch of things, and it's not showing me dick. Yeti. Or okay,
there you go.
thank you.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
Yeti. It's one, and this is a different thing. It's just one of those top five most gruesome bullshit you've ever seen in your whole fucking life.
I love those videos.
Here we go. Okay. Obama-able snowman. Okay, I think I found what I could have been looking for, at least when it comes to this. Oh, it's great. Oh, here we go. Okay.
Like all footage, it's very well done.
Yeah. Well, at least we know it was a newer video because it's filmed vertically. So it is from like an iPhone, like a smartphone. Because that's when that whole thing started, the whole filming any and all videos, like this.
Right side up or whatever.
Well, I mean, this right side up. No, well, this is
whatever.
Just, yeah.
Sorry.
This is wrong side up. This is how you. I mean, this. Unless you're gonna fucking post a snap shit or something.
Snap that shit.
Snap that shit. You want it to be the other way. I see less and less people filming stuff that way. Anywho, not much on the whole Yeti, aka the
don't think there's a-
Obama-able snowman.
I don't think there's a lot out there, especially in the United States, on that one.
No, well, no, I'm not talking about. I mean, like, not United States. I mean, just worldwide. We don't need to limit ourselves to just.
No, I think we should.
Yeah.
To down the street.
To down the street. Oh, this is interesting. So this looks like some kind of news. This. It's not video. It is video, but it's stills of this.
That's a still of it?
Yeah.
Huh.
Of this Yeti. So,
That just looks weird.
let's see. This is in Spain. Something I can't pronounce. Mountains. Pyrenees. I'm not going to be able to do that. So we got our worldwide shit, but I just kind of skimming through it. There's more than one. There's like this one. Oh, and there's that footage we kind of saw earlier of the of that shit, but apparently it looks different though. I mean, if this is shot on like a newer. Like an iPhone or something. What was this supposed to?
It looks like a pretty beefy looking thing.
It looks massive.
I mean, that looks like it could kick the crap out of
That thing can rip you in half with its bare hands, like it's nothing.
Just imagine living in that climate. I mean, it probably has a lot of fur or hair or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, but look how giant it looks, though. It does look like it's super tall, like 9 feet tall or something. Does it not? Doesn't it not look huge?
No, it looks absolutely huge. Well, let's go ask it.
All right, let's go.
Let's go ask it.
Okay, I'm back. He's real.
Is this? Where did you find this footage? Because I brought the same up. I don't know if it's the same one, but it's the Huff. I think it's the.
I just went on YouTube.
It says, "Hey, even a Yeti needs to pee sometimes." What the hell is it?
Wait, what? A Yeti?
Yeah. What? This was at a Spanish ski resort, right? Ski resort.
Oh, they love going skiing now, huh?
They are. Yeah, they like recreation.
Excuse me, cryptid. This is the internet calling.
Yeah. When was this taken? This was back in 2016.
I think that's when this, 2016. Well, the one I'm showing up on YouTube right now, the stills. Yeah, it's a 2016. I mean, it looks pretty good. I mean, we've mentioned before, anything that falls in the category of the paranormal, ufology, anything weird, it can all be faked pretty easily, especially today. And even the coolest stories can just be bullshit.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it could be fake, but I mean, if it's real, I mean, that's pretty interesting. I mean, whatever it is, it's obviously eating. It's obviously surviving. It's obviously
eating a lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
and it's obviously
if it's real in that size,
mating too. I mean, it's finding another white thing out there to procreate with.
Another white thing.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, yeah, your camera is just acting up. I'm getting the occasional don't touch it. They just No, just like it does. It's not. It only happens for like a frame or two. It doesn't even happen for that long. It just looks like it just goes black for like a second. It's fine. You don't need it. It's whatever. So we talked about Bigfoot tonight.
Sounds like a kindergarten class. We did our ABCs today,
Yeah.
class.
Yeah, I know there's more footage out there, but I don't know. Like they're all
I don't think we're
shaky
gonna
cam footage.
prove tonight that Bigfoot either exists or doesn't exist.
I was hoping we would. I was hoping tonight we would have the footage.
We fixed it. We found it.
Yeah, we fixed it.
I think there's a lot of. There's a lot of crazy footage out there.
Yeah. So, I guess the main question here is, do you believe in Bigfoot? There's only one right answer to this.
I think there's something going.
Nope,
something going on.
That's not the right answer. The right answer to that question was
Yes. I
No.
believe in Bigfoot. Okay.
No. I asked you, do you believe in Bigfoot? And you're supposed to say, do I believe in Bigfoot?
Oh, yes.
That's what the correct answer was. I'll be honest, I'm indifferent to the existence of Bigfoot.
Huh.
Even though there's plenty to talk about when it comes to Bigfoot.
There's a lot to talk about.
Yeah. I'm just gonna put in Bigfoot attack.
I don't think you hear a lot of stuff like that on it.
No.
It came by and
It came by and
it grabbed Richard and took him.
Richard and took him.
It
and
took
ripped his
Richard
leg
down.
out.
You know, it's not.
Yeah.
You don't hear that. Usually, you hear like, "I saw Bigfoot. It saw and it took off. It's 9 feet and it saw me and
it gunned it because that is the majority of the reports of just it saw me and it just ran really really fast. Like I know
it's almost like it has it's part cat. You know how that cat just it's walking across the street and it's just kind of like
shit and it'll just
I like
yeah.
They just stay real still and then they're just kind of and it either goes real fast or it just kind of does this
well so on that show you were kind of referring to earlier on, it was on the History Channel. It was the Finding Bigfoot show.
Yeah, there's so many shows out there about Bigfoot. You could throw a rock and hit Bigfoot and a show about Bigfoot.
Yeah. Well, on that show, they showed footage of an alleged Bigfoot going it's footage from a dash cam. It's at night, I think from a cop or something. Yeah, squad car. And it shows this giant thing with 2 legs run across the highway in 2 steps, clunk clunk, and then it's gone. A 2-lane road. And I remember looking it up last time when I brought it up, and it looked like shit. You can't see it. I remember the footage looking better when I saw it, but everything I saw, I'm like, I see diddly squat. But I remember seeing it like in the episode, and you could see looked like 2 giant legs and a giant figure just clearing the whole road in 2 steps, 2 steps to 2 big steps to cross the road.
I wonder when because I know we looked at footage as from 2000, which is over 20 years old, with a shaky cam.
Yeah.
There's obviously an iPhone, but I mean, at what point is this thing, this phone going to be so advanced where you're doing Bigfoot and it's That's fucking Bigfoot. Clear as freaking day. Zoom in, night vision, Navy SEAL shit going
Navy
on.
SEAL shit. Yeah. We have a DNA sample and everything.
We got a DNA. I mean, it takes a whole profile. It finds its Instagram. It's ready to go.
It finds everything. It goes to its LinkedIn page.
Internet
and then
calls.
Knows you, and then it knows internet calls, whatever that means. It'll you could see their search hit. You could see their Google search history. Like, is this wart on my foot too big? And then they discover that they have cholera, 'cause that's what happens when you look up medical shit on the internet.
Seriously.
Yeah. So
God, don't ever do that.
Yeah, don't look shit. You'll find the worst possible thing. Like, holy shit, I'm dying. Just go see a fucking hospital. It sets up Bigfoot's Tinder profile. It sets it up. Yeah, it probably does. It probably would. So by the time that technology is readily available, it'll be a thing. But
And at one point we're gonna have to take better video of this stuff.
yeah, that's the thing. And the thing is phones right now, like, you would think that there would be a way more footage of Bigfoot. I mean, here's the thing. There's been a lot in the past year or two. There's been a lot of good UFO footage just from social media in general. Just Joe Blow has his iPhone 12 or whatever, and he sees something and it looks good because phones from the last 3-ish years are pretty good at low light footage and pictures. They've gotten pretty good, and they shoot at 60. They shoot at 60 FPS. They shoot at 4K. So zooming in really isn't that big of a deal. But we haven't. Because of that, we have been getting a lot of UFO footage. A lot. However, that, to my knowledge, hasn't been the case when it comes to Bigfoot. For Bigfoot footage, anything that has come out has been that old rule of, oh, I see Bigfoot, quick, find the shittiest camera we have. That still kind of happens with the UFO footage, but the UFO footage has been getting better and better, and we've been getting more of it.
I think I agree.
So yeah, which reminds me,
And you think a lot more people, especially if they're going hiking and things like that, are taking mirrorless cameras, DSLRs, their phones.
Yeah. So the camera you have with you is the best camera in the world.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So it's even my iPhone 8 takes, it's considered an older an older phone now, but it still does pretty damn well in low light, all things considered. I mean, my girlfriend has the latest iPhone. It's fucking amazing with its camera and how great the footage looks. So, but which
at some point we're gonna get some good footage. It's gonna happen
of like UFO stuff,
of Bigfoot, of just about anything. I mean, it's gonna happen.
No, what I'm trying to say is we have the ability to get good footage of Bigfoot now, like in the past 2 or 3 years, but we haven't
got anything. Yeah,
we have versus UFO footage.
I mean, can you
way more?
I mean, can you blame it? I mean, we got a pandemic. We had Trump in office and things like that. This thing's out.
It's clear that Bigfoot is not a Trump supporter.
Yeah, Bigfoot's like,
I'm gonna hide until that guy's out of office.
I'm gonna.
So if that means we get a lot of Bigfoot footage now that Trump's no longer in office, then I think we can then confirm that Bigfoot was not a Trump supporter.
I think we could do that.
Mm-hmm. So
it's bipartisan. So
yeah. Is Bigfoot a communist anarchist? that is a member of Antifa. That's what this all comes down to.
Really can't say at this point. I think
Only time will tell.
we're gonna have to let Bigfoot speak for himself
Yeah,
through the trees.
through the trees with this sound and the smashing tree into the other tree really hard.
Sounds like Leno.
Bigfoot is just an idea. An idea of what? Exactly. I'm confused by that statement. Oh, like Antifa. Okay. I mean, it's possible.
It's a
So
manifestation of the mind, huh?
perhaps. So we're gonna very, very slowly wrap things up here this evening. I feel like that
I feel like we solved some problems.
we solved some problems. That was a statement from an idiot. No. We are welcome to things, statements.
You're still super in our mind.
Yeah, you're still super in our mind. I do feel like that audio that we initially listened to, well, all the audio really, of Bigfoot talking allegedly and hitting tree barks really hard. I don't know if I buy the original footage, especially now that we have technology and people have upscaled it properly and stabilized it and everything and put it in 4K and all that. It
buy it.
Honestly, it just looks like a man in an ape suit.
Yeah.
Again, it's my belief in Bigfoot is completely different than my belief in aliens and UFOs and extraterrestrials. When it comes to Bigfoot, I'm kind of indifferent. I like talking about it; it's fun, but I'm like, I don't know, I don't think so. And I don't really care that much. Like when it really comes down to it, but when it comes to aliens and UFOs, I want to believe it. Because yeah, I mean, when it comes to UFOs and aliens, there's been a lot of stories and especially footage and photos where we're like, okay, well that looks like shit, that looks fake. But there's also plenty of things out there, footage and whatnot, where you're like, holy shit, this looks like it could be real. And even some of the stories where you're like, that sounds kind of plausible considering. So, that being said, next week, unless, I mean, ideally, because next week it is the anniversary of my personal favorite UFO story. You know, UFO, aliens, whatever. If some might say, I don't know if I'd call it an alien invasion, but maybe at least a minor one. Because I've heard it being referred to that before as an alien invasion. And that took place local to where we live in Southern California. And it is known as the Battle of Los Angeles, 1942. We did mention it here before, but next Friday, this event took place, in 1942 at like 3 a.m. A lot of people, I never understood the big idea of the Roswell story. I never got that. That one always seemed like just a military experiment, a secret experiment that they fucked up. Essentially, well, a weather balloon. That one kind of makes sense to me. That one, I never found. Like I said, I could get shit for this, but I never was really all that fascinated in the Roswell crash, in the UFO Roswell crash. There are two UFO stories that I feel are the most compelling. One is that one. My favorite is the Battle of Los Angeles. What I feel like is the most compelling, and we could talk about it next week. We don't have to limit ourselves to just Battle of Los Angeles. But the other one is actually what would be considered a newer one. I mean, 90s, but newer nonetheless. And that's the Phoenix Lights. That's, I feel, is the best one that I know of because you have this seemingly giant object that's not moving, it's stationary. The whole thing, I think, took place over an hour, perfectly still, that looked massive, like people, and it was witnessed by thousands and thousands of people in Phoenix, Arizona, and like there's like multiple angles of this thing shot at. I mean, yeah, it's, in the it's at night and it's in 1997 video cameras, but it's clear enough. And the stories from that one, from all the eyewitness reports, is pretty nuts. And I think I like to kind of compare the two. I mean, yeah, mostly because it was something that was witnessed by a lot of people. And historically speaking, 1942, considering the climate at the time, especially off the west coast of the United States, it makes sense that something like that would happen. Especially, I mean, I'm not going to get into it, so we can talk about it in depth next week. But the plan is.
There is no plan.
There's no solid plan. The plan is there is no plan. But the plan. So next week we will be discussing the Battle of Los Angeles of 1942.
And I think we might be diving into the bombardment of Elwood, I think it's called.
The bombardment of Elwood,
which was just up the coast, that might have triggered the what happened a couple days later in Los Angeles.
Well, we can certainly get into that next week. Does anyone joining us have anything to say or comment on, or
is there a birthday in the audience?
Is there a birthday in the audience? Were you being? Oh, I don't know if you're
kidding.
Being serious or not.
I'm not being serious.
So, little update on the channel before we truly wrap things up. I have put a link to a YouTube channel which will have which I will be uploading each episode to. I mean, right now, like as I discovered last time, previous streams only stay on Twitch for 14 days and then it's gone for good. But you can download them and upload them somewhere else. That's where I did. So if you miss one or you want to go back, whatever, you can do that. And it's on the about page on the Twitch channel. I did make an email that I just need to. I made a special email. If you have any suggestions on subjects, particular stories you want to share, ideally personal stories, if you have any, Any links to articles, videos, literally any subject. It doesn't matter. It will be on there if you want to. Even if you want to be a guest co-host via phone or video chat. Just say the word, and we'll see if we can work it out. Let's see. Analog Studio says, when I was at the Museum of Natural History in New York City, they had an exhibit on early humans. It was amazing how many different humanoid species existed over time. But I doubt
Absolutely.
one was able to slip through the cracks undetected and steal raisin cakes.
Unless it's an alien.
Unless it's an alien Bigfoot alien.
One hell of an alien.
Well, it's going to be hard to top that last comment, I feel. So, until next week, yes?
Absolutely.
All right, well, thank you, everyone that joined us this evening. Very much so. Yes?
Absolutely.
All right, everyone.
Sleep tight.
Be wise, be safe, be aware.